Hey everyone, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Crusader Kings 3. Here today on the channel, we're back with episode 7 of our House Lannister series. We're playing as King Tywin, and we're going to be kicking things off right in a hot war, a hot battle, a hot siege for King's Landing. King Tywin, the son of Gerald, the grandson of Tywin Lannister, is currently fighting his cousin Joffrey II, son of Joffrey and grandfather of Jaime Lannister. A massive war is going on. So, if you'd like to send that, feel free to leave the video a like and subscribe if you're new. A Lannister must sit the Iron Throne. Joffrey, the son of Jaime and Cersei. Joffrey is now dead, died in his 60s, and now his son Joffrey II now sits. Joffrey II, the Leper King, hides his face and is no true king. And King Tywin thinks he has a better claim. Now, essentially, House Lannister, through right of conquest, when Tywin came over and sacked King's Landing, taking it for the rebel forces against Aerys is really the claim, I guess, by right of conquest. Lannisters must sit the Iron Throne, as most of the Baratheons have now died out. House Stark rules the Riverlands in the north. Joffrey II being half Stark due to the alliance with Sansa. Okay, so Gregor Clegane, the mountain who rides, is still alive in his 80s, carving things up. Still one of Tywin's most loyal bannermen. So we've taken King's Landing. It's now fallen, but we need to make sure we retake some of this border reach territory. King Tywin, son of Gerald and Marjorie Tyrell, controls the Greater Westerlands. Controls Castle Rock and Highgarden. That's how he gets his kingship. Oh no, Gregor Clegane finally died at 81. We need a new commander. Let's just go whoever's best. Use 28 command here. We're not going to be able to use Tywin or Gerald in the active field. My father and grandfather, they were better quality commanders. Tywin, King Tywin I, is not. He's even created his own culture, the Greater Westerlands, as Reachman and the Westerlands are sort of intermingling. Okay, so at the moment, a lot of Lannisters and fertile Freys sit the seats. The Riverlands was controlled by my cousin Oswald. That was potentially a claim, but the Baratheon line has nearly died out. House Arryn is mostly half Lannister. The Martells are kind of half Lannister and Frey. The Ironborn are just doing Ironborn things. But although Joffrey's reign was relatively we might lose this. Hang on, we need more reinforcements down here. I've had another son. No, we called the last one Aegon. Hang on. We did, yeah. I'm married to Liara Brightflame, the Sleeping Dragon. So, what's one of her ancestors? Because there was Maekar, Aerion, and maybe we go with Maekar. Yeah. Maekar Lannister. Because we want to try and get the dragon riding trait. Okay. Let's continue on. I did read this really cool theory that they think the dragon riding ability is from like the female line of Targaryens. That's how it's passed through by the female, like a X trait or something. I'm not a geneticist, don't ask me. But hopefully, once we take King's Landing and proclaim King Tywin Lord of the Seven Kingdoms, we should be able to maybe do some egg adventuring. Okay, so still a couple more pieces of territory up here, and we'll quickly recap. So, Tywin, son of Gerald and Marjorie Tyrell, sieging out Storm's End with an army here, going against his cousin Joffrey II. Looks like he's going to win. An unpopular king. Nice. We're doing quite well. Seems we've only got the Reach and Lannister armies fighting everyone else. As House Stark has been quite loyal to the Baratheon, the Joffrey line, essentially. Okay, so still sieging out Storm's End. We'll need to send more additional reinforcements down there. Just need to watch out because they are convalescing a little bit. Now that we don't have the mountain helping us out. Oh, hang on. No, why is this bugging? No, there we go. Now we've got it. One of my cousins was baiting a little bit, don't worry. Okay. Alright, we've still got armies. The thing is, once you win a couple battles in the open field, it only gets to 50%. Then you need to start retaking lost territory or taking castles. But when the armies are so big like this, you still, like, even with 7,000, you can't really let them be too vulnerable. Okay, so we lost that there, but we're still winning the majority of these fights. We just need to now start taking some castles. Wait, what's this Frey army? The Freys of Rosby. Told you these fertile Freys. Okay, let's get married off here. Yeah, the Freys are everywhere. Robb Stark married... Well, yeah. Robb Stark married a Frey in this. So did the current heir of House Martell's half Frey. We got the Rosby Freys down here. Yeah, okay, it's Preston Frey. Alright, let's go to Rosby and take this cadet branch. We might even need to do our own personal coat of arms because we're sort of forming a different branch as well. Okay. So we are technically using my half-brother's claim, Malcolm, son of Renly and Marjorie, to take King's Landing. Just for gain limitations. I don't know what the roleplay would be, but we'll just try and strip the claim from him, essentially. Nice. Oh, what? Invalid? Malcolm Baratheon's claim has ended. He's not your vassal or your courtier. Oh, what? Oh, that's infuriating. A new kingdom, what? Okay, so King Aegon Blackiron, son of Theon Greyjoy the Red... Oh, Theon's dead, okay. He's declared his independence. Interesting. Wait, a new kingdom? Oh, okay. This is a little bit confusing. So, although we had the war inconclusively, so Lynette is now independent as well. She's half Frey, half Martell, married to an Ironwood. Oh, okay. So it looks like we're going back to the Kings and Rivers of Hills situation. So it seems like the Seven Kingdoms is being broken up and has been ruled by kings mostly. Huh? Okay. So Dawn is independent. The Stormlands with Joff. So he's Storm King Joffrey, who owns the Crown Lands and the Westlands. Interesting. So they're not like... So there's no Seven Kingdoms ruler. Because the North rules the Riverlands and the Reach. Sorry, the Riverlands and the North. House Aaron rules the Vale as kings. And then we've got like the Stannis line hanging out in Dragonstone. Shireen's daughter. And now the Ironborn are independent. So my cousin, King Harlan, who married my half-sister... the mother of his mother is my half-sister. So King Agar. Okay, so that's going to complicate things. So he's half good brother. Because Theon had a bunch of children too. Okay, not exactly where I thought this was going to happen. Yeah, just invalid wars are annoying. It's just because of the game limitations. Okay, so roleplay-wise, I guess Joffrey disbanded the Seven Kingdoms. Okay, let's continue down diplomacy. Let's redo our council position. So... After the war against his cousin, the war ended inconclusively. And he didn't have the authority to basically bring the other lords back into line. So the Seven Kingdoms has been dissolved. No one rules the Iron Throne. We're going to still make a play for it, as all the kings in Westeros are now free and independent. So I can make an alliance with my cousin, Lord Tommen. This is Joff's brother. He's 57, of Griffin River. Interesting. And we've also managed to get a bunch of prisoners. So we have managed to crush the majority of what made up Joffrey II's armies and allies. So we can eventually make another play once we go through and ransom some of these. Okay, so that alliance has now been done. I could fabricate a claim for the High Lordship, but we'll see. But it looks like the Seven Kingdoms as an entity has been disbanded. Yeah, okay, so look at this. Proclaim the Iron Throne. So we need to have the title of King's Landing, and we also need to have 5 kingdoms. Interesting, so no one actually holds it. That's 7,000 gold, that's quite a bit. So it's back to like pre-Aegon. Okay, well, who holds that title? So we can still use Malcolm's claim, who's Renly's son and Marjorie's, my half-brother. So we can try and get the High Lordship, use him, take it as a claim. I think that's what we'll do. So we'll go again. Okay, so he's only got 20,000. So the North, the Yarrans, and Martells might come in, but they're not going to be able to come in through Iron Throne de jure. Okay, so let's move back in. So essentially everyone's rebelling against Joffrey II too. Okay. Oh, I'm ill. We'll have to be a little bit careful here. Alright, let's move back in. So, King Tywin of the Greater Reach. 3rd time against Joffrey's descendants. Nobody sits the Iron Throne. I've had another son. So we've already got Aegon. We've already got Maekar. Titus. Maybe we just chuck in another Tywin. Yeah. Why not? A lot of these kids are still having the intelligent trait, which is fantastic. Alright, let's move to King's Landing now and try and depose King Joffrey II. It's kind of cool from a roleplay perspective that Joffrey's son is a defigured, disloyal, like everyone distrusts the man behind the mask. Come on. Jane learned the Valyrian tongue. Nice. And let's crush his army there. Perfect. Oh, we managed to capture him. Can we take one of his daughters as a house guest? Maybe. Let's enforce those demands. And so be it. We've managed to take the High Lordship of King's Landing. So Malcolm, the Noble Stag, is probably one of the last... He's probably only one of 2 of the Baratheon line. So he's now taken it. So Joffrey's still about though. Interesting. So we can strip that from him, and we should be able to. But he is technically our liege lord. Get some of those. So we're technically his liege lord. Let's go to the Citadel, get another maester. Get rid of that pop-up. Let's go with... Oh, I don't know. Sure. You can be master of ships. Okay, so as you can see here, it is falling in under our domain. So Lord Malcolm, my half-brother, who's 58, only has a daughter, quite recently too. So we can revoke his title, which we will do, and he's going to have to accept. Now what's going to happen to him, I want to know. Just wait for it to process. So we're going to have Lordship of Highgarden, and then King's Landing. And then, if we got the money, we should be able to do it, I think. Dear brother, I have no choice but to accept. He does quite like me, though. He still likes me, even though we did it. Joffrey's not too happy. Okay, so now... Yes, the High Lordship of King's Landing, we officially have it. So King Titus does control King's Landing. Oh, okay. But, like, we have to get 5 more kingdoms under our control before we can... proclaim the Iron Throne. So it's in a state of limbo, even though we control it. Okay, right. Yeah, it's just because of the game limitations. It's prioritizing, like... It's CK3 doing, like, lordships and ranking stuff higher, I guess. Okay, I'm sure there's a roleplay and headcanon. Okay, so technically we sit here. It's cool that we got the Tyrell and Lannister banner up there. Oh, yeah, so we own the Iron Throne, but we can't put it down. Okay. We can't move our court here, even though we... hold it. Interesting. So basically, when Joffrey lost that war, it basically meant the Kingdom of the Iron Throne title, like, it was destroyed. That's annoying. So we couldn't, like, take it from him. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So we can build some roads from King's Landing. Okay, and we can manage some realm affairs. An interesting position we're now in. So I guess we're in like a position of like petty kings. We control King's Landing in the Greater Reach. King Tywin, for all intensive purposes, sits the Iron Throne. His cousin, Joffrey II, holds the Stormlands and some of the Crown Landlords. Robb Stark's son rules the Riverlands and the North, as House Tully has died out. Half Lannisters sit in the Vale, the Ironborn are still free and independent, and the Martells are half Frey. But here's the family tree. A bunch of Tywin's children, those illegitimate, some even making a cadet branch here. House Landry, one of Tywin's sons. And then House Tyrell is like pretty much destroyed. There's not too many left of like a different branch. The head of the house is Jeremy Blackthorne now, an illegitimate Tyrell, illegitimate son of Tywin. But House Blackthorne is growing. Yeah, because Marjorie had so many children. 3 children with Renly, 3 children with Tywin, 3 children with Gerald. And so a Lannister currently sits the Vale. So he'd back us. Interesting. And then we've got House Blackthorne there. It's a cool sigil. We could maybe even open our own. So I wonder if we can intermingle with Bright Flame's children and maybe be able to get dragon riding ability at some point. But alright, well, unfortunately on that note, it's probably time to wrap things up here. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed episode 7. And I'm probably going to put a pin in the campaign here. Maybe move on to something else. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see the further reign of King Tywin. We've done 3 generations. It's been, what, 60, 80 years or so since the War of the Five Kings. And now Westeros is in a position of a bunch of petty kings. Lord Tywin sits the Iron Throne. Maybe we should try and get some eggs and then get a Lannister to ride a dragon. I think that would be quite cool. It would have to be one of Tywin's sons or daughters, though, because then they're going to have the dragon riding ability and trait from his wife with Targaryen blood. But the North still is ruled by the Starks and the Riverlands. House Tully's no more. We've got good allies, half Lannisters in the Vale, and I guess Joffrey II himself is half Stark. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed this series. I've had an absolute blast recording this marathon of a campaign. But over the next coming weeks and months, the upload schedule might be a little bit inconsistent, as I'm going to be away on a scheduled and pre-planned holiday. So the uploads will be sporadic towards the end of the year. So my apologies, but I'll try and get back on when I can. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. I've got a massive CK3 Game of Thrones catalogue now, and we've also got Simpzy Total War if you want to see some Total War content. But yeah, make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much.